Good morning friends, I am Dr. Ganesh. So today I will be dealing about this particular 3D printing machine. I worked with CNC machines around 20 years back. At the time that was the greatest advancement in the manufacturing, but today we have got the 3D printing machine in its most compact size. You can see at the back this particular 3D printing machine. So what is actually 3D printing means? It has got a filament, a PLA filament, that is polylactic acid filament. This filament is going to be melted by means of nozzle which is working at 200 degrees centigrade, and it deposits this filament on the bed which is at a temperature of 60 degrees, and there is an extruder which extrudes this particular filament. The spool, you can see the spool with white filament at the back of me. So you have got a panel board for all these connections, and again you have got a display unit. So primarily what happens is that you have a bed which is moving on Z axis, which moves up and down, and again you have a nozzle which moves in the X and Y directions. There are three stepped motors which are doing the job for the bed in the Z axis and with respect to the two axes and X and Y. So here the nozzle moves in X and Y direction simultaneously, whereas the bed moves in the Z direction. So this machine is Creality Under 5 Pro that I have got recently from Mumbai, and it is the most advanced machine. It costed me around 30,000 rupees, and this machine will come as spares as unassembled unit. We need to assemble that, and there are a lot of things that we need to take into consideration while during the process of installation or the assembly, and during the process of working out with respect to the various models. So here if you are going to see how this particular machine is going to work, first of all we need to assemble that, and during assembly we need to take care of two important things, that is the wires coming from the bed as well as the wires coming from the nozzle. So all the male and female circuit connections are properly color coded. You can identify them, there is no problem. But the problem comes with whenever there is for the bed thermistor as well as the nozzle thermistor, it is given only in white color. You should identify the thing that is coming, the wire that is coming from the nozzle and the wire coming from the bed. So that is very important. So the wires play a very important role because if you are mismatching these particular connections, then there is a lot of problem. Sometimes because the bed should be working at 60 degrees centigrade, whereas the nozzle should be working at 200 degrees centigrade. If you interchange or switch these particular two, that is the most common problem that I see while going through the various literature as well as the YouTube videos. Most of the people complain that there is the printer is halted abruptly when they are going to start. So this is the major problem that is coming with the assembly part of this particular machine. So if you are going to see the other part that is while manufacturing, I will discuss it shortly. But first of all, I will tell you how we do the 3D print. Okay. So we do the 3D print with respect to the SD card that is coming. There are demo files or the files that has been presented to us by the manufacturer. So we just input that particular card reader and it does. So there is a manual at what temperatures should be this particular panel board has to be set, and again how do you have to home the particular Z axis, then how do you have to level the bed, and how do you have to start, everything is given. So there are three methods of 3D printing. So one is directly running the demo models that are given by the manufacturer. That is one thing. The second thing is that you download these files. You have a lot of objects in the freeware apps such as the Thingiverse, My Mini Factory and all that. So you download a particular file, a STL object from a particular app. Okay, then that particular file you need to have a slicing software, that is the Cura, Ultimate Cura 4.10 is the latest edition, and it requires Windows 10 platform with 64-bit system requirements. So once you download the Ultimate Cura, it is also a freeware. and FreeCAD is a freeware, and you have these three ThingWorks as well as this particular all these softwares that I had been discussing are freewares. You don't have to put any money in that. So what happens is that you need to download the STL file first. Then what you are going to do, this particular STL file you need to upload it to the Cura. Then you need to set your profile settings according to your convenience, according to your machine requirements. You need to change. For example, my machine does most of the excellent printing at 0.12 mm layer height and at a speed of 50 mm per second. So this I have got from a YouTube video which had decoded the files, demo files that are coming from the manufacturer. So this I had to change because there was a lot of problem while doing my own models on the machine. Those models given by the manufacturer were running very beautifully, but when I was switching over to my models, I had faced a lot of problem. So I had to change my settings so that in addition to some of these profile settings, I was able to generate it. So that is the second method. So first one is by means of SD card, the manufacturing files which you have got. The next one is the downloading from the ThingWorks or My Mini Factory in the form of STL files, and again converting them from the Cura software. The Cura software converts that STL files into the G-code files which is acceptable by the machine. Those has to be copied onto the SD card, and the SD card when inserted onto the machine and run through the same similar initialization process which we had discussed earlier, then it's going to generate the model. The third one is you have a free CAD software where you develop your own CAD model, and then you are going to do the same process. That is again that CAD model from the free CAD has to be exported in the form of STL file to a disk in your computer or laptop. That has to be again opened in the Cura software. You have to give the profile settings, then that will be converted into G-code and this has to be again copied onto the SD card, and then you can print it. So these are the three ways generally how you do this particular 3D printing. So initially there was no problem while running this, but after 4 or 5 models you will get the problem, that is the bed will not stick. So I got a glue stick from Amazon. Okay, it is a purple glue stick, Amazon Basics. You can get that glue stick. It costed me around 200 rupees. So again you have to clean the bed, the magnetic bed that you can replaceable. That is one more thing. You have to level the bed every time you do. That is one more thing. So after that, again one of the important thing is that you have to change the Cura settings for bed adhesion. For bed adhesion you have to change, but generally the programs that are given in the, you have to check from the Thingiverse or this particular mini factory, whatever the files you are going to get, are those files, those profile settings are compatible with your machine. For my case, they are not compatible. So I have to change this bed adhesion to the, instead of skirt, a frame skirt is that which generally draws a line around the model, whereas brim is that which develops some sort of initial layers, basic foundation layers for the model to stick on. So I have to change it to the brim layer. Okay, the top and bottom layers, around 5 layers I have to keep around a height of 0.5 mm. So these things and with the application of glue stick at a temperature of 60 degrees centigrade with respect to the bed, I could generate very beautiful models. So you need to take care of these things. Once the machine comes to you in the unassembled form, there are a lot of things that you need to learn while assembling the machine or while running these particular products. So it's really a nice journey. So I have printed 2 models. This is one piggy bank that the first it is given by the manufacturer itself. This model I had developed very easily. There was no problem with respect to this. But when I was developing my own model downloaded from Thingiverse, this is a ship. Okay, this is the ship. I can show you. This when I was developing, I got a lot of problem. It was not sticking onto the bed. So I need to clean the bed and apply the adhesive at 60 degrees centigrade. I had to change the profile settings in the Cura to the bed adhesion plate, and then I have to decrease the speed of this. It was earlier around, the profile was which was downloaded was around 80 mm per second. I have to decrease the speed to 50 mm per second. Again, the layer height, I have to decrease it from 2 mm, 0.2 mm layer height to 0.12 mm layer height. So the time will of course increase. It was downloaded when the raw file which was downloaded could get me the printed, it printed around 1.5 hours, whereas this profile settings which I changed would take me around 3 hours. So there is a lot of difference, but ultimately the finish that I could get from these particular profile settings is very much great, and I could have a good adhesion and I could complete this particular job. So that was my journey with respect to this particular 3D printing. So you can contact me through the email ID that I had provided at the ending of this particular video. If you like this video, please subscribe, and please consider sharing this particular video, and do send your comments if you are interested in the installation of this particular machine at your schools or colleges or any educational institutes or any training centers. For any assistance, you can call me through the email or give your valuable comments, so that I will be able to reach you and give you the best guidance that I had gathered through my experience, with my vast experience, as well as working with this machine from this particular last 2 months. So I hope you like this video. Okay, please follow this particular channel for the further videos on the how to do the Cura profile settings, how to develop our own models in the FreeCAD. Okay, the FreeCAD of course is only around 750 MB. Okay, it's not too large, it can be easily downloaded, and it's very user friendly software. And Cura software is also user friendly. What you have is 4.10, the latest software. It can be downloaded from Ultimate Cura. So you have got this is a very creative task that I do generally. Most of the time I get engaged with developing different models of this particular 3D CAD, 3D printing. Okay, I find it very interesting and very creative. So you can really have fun in developing these particular objects according to your own requirement, according to your own time. Once you have the machine, this machine costed me around 30,000, as I told you, but you can have a lower version of this Ender 3 Pro Creality. You can have around 15,000. So it's really good fun having this particular 3D printing. Hope you enjoy this video. Okay, and after this you will have the demo of my first initial job that I had been doing on this particular machine, and that's it. Okay, please follow my videos in the future. Thank you very much. This is my first video printing, 3D printing job. I'm very much pretty excited about this. So my first 3D object is getting printed. This machine is from Mumbai. I have got it from Mumbai. It is from 3Idea Technologies. Now I shall explain you the various parts of this particular machine. So this is the printing that is being taken place here. See, and this is the nozzle which is moving simultaneously in X and Y direction. Okay, there is a plate which supports that. This is the stepper motor for X axis, and this is the stepper motor for the Y axis, and at the bottom you have the Z axis stepper motor. This is the panel board. Okay, and this bed where the Ender is written, it is the bed which moves in the Z axis. So this nozzle moves both in X and Y direction simultaneously. And you have the panel board here. Okay, and you have got all the temperatures and all the details. What is the extent of printing that is still remaining? This can be seen from here. And this is the filament. Okay, We can change the color of this particular object by changing the filament. And this is the extruder unit, the red one, okay, where the filament is being loaded. And then to see how the printing is being taken place here. It's almost getting to the end. This machine will come in the unassembled state. It have taken me around 4 hours of installation, and again once the installation is completed, the circuit connections are pretty easy. They can be done in a period of around 10 to 15 minutes, but the most important crucial thing is to follow the guidelines from the manual and assemble it on our own. So I found the YouTube videos and the various instructions given in the manual to be pretty useful. So this is how the printing is being done. This is one way of doing from the SD card. We have got 2 slots here. This is the SD card slot where some inbuilt programs will be there. We just have to load that and select a object and do it. Other than that, we can manufacture our own objects by the CAD modeling and also by using the slicing software known as Cura. This print, which has taken me around 7 hours because it's an inbuilt program, we can do it on our own. We can download this particular object from Thingiverse or My Mini Factory. There are so many objects, toys, birthday gifts, and a lot of objects are there. You can download the STL file from that and then go to the Cura settings, Ultimaker Cura settings for the slicing software. Then this probably, which had taken me the 7 hours, by modifying the various parameters such as the infill density of this particular material, the speed of the particular nozzle, and various other parameters, we can actually reduce the printing period from the 7 hours to probably around 1 to 1.5 hours. Of course, we are going to compromise with respect to the strength of the particular object. That's also possible. In my future videos, I will be doing exclusively on printing, optimizing the printing time of a particular object. So I will show you how the things can be done with respect to that. So nice printing is coming up. It's almost coming to the end. It is around, it's showing around 96% is completed. There is only 4% is remaining. This print actually started night around 6:30. It had taken me 4 hours. I only came to half of the portion, 60% of the portion is completed. I paused the printer. Again in the morning I resumed the printing. As soon as you switch on the power slot, it will ask you resume printing. So this printer Ender 5 Pro has got these particular additions such as the resume printing in case of power failure. It will not go back to the initial settings and start printing from the scratch, but wherever that particular printing is being left over, from there it will start and it will complete the printing. Okay, it is so nicely coming up. It's my first print. This technology is new and I want to bring this technology in its most simplest form to you. That's my intention. So you see, now you can see the full shape over here. Okay, we'll stop here.